And welcome back to a new episode of Gluttons for Geekdom. I am Bobby Deuce.
Nick James.
I'm John.
What's up, guys?
How's it going?
Going very well. How's everybody?
Not chilling.
No, it's freaking hot here.
Yeah, it's
New Jersey finally got summer. It just freaking dumped all over its face, neck, and chest.
Greasy bastard.
that's what it feels like right now. Just summer all over my face, neck, and chest. So we're gonna do some news here. Some things that are coming up on the horizon.
Geeking around.
Geeking around. So what do we got? What do we got?
What do you want to start with? I think that we should probably start with the Captain Hail Hydra. Well, that's one of the biggest kind of twists that has come out of comics in how long? What would you even compare this to? I mean, Captain America himself is a double agent this whole time.
Is that going to be a different storyline, or are they retconning that whole thing?
I don't know. I have no idea what they're doing with that.
Because I mean, like it'd be fine for its own storyline, but for them to just change Captain America, all like, wow, that's kind of hefty. And I'm like,
Just got to be retcon then. What do you think? Do you know what book it's out of? Like, is it current continuity?
I'm not sure. I think it's part of an event.
Okay.
Yeah. My friend Mike was telling me it was like in some sort of event, something like there was some shift in whatever.
Continuity and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I know that DC's doing that too. They have their new one. And unfortunately for you, Mr. Bobby Deuce, they changed Superman again. So he doesn't have his collar.
what the fuck?
His arms kind of go down to the little shield triangles. There's still no underpants on the outside, so don't be wary about that.
It's just the whole thing with Dr. Manhattan.
Correct. With the Watchmen continuity and Batman finding the same pin that the comedian pin with the bean juice on it.
I love that.
It's pretty dope. Dr. Manhattan creates the DC universe.
It's crazy. It is pretty crazy. Stop changing my Superman, though, damn it.
Yeah, you were really all about that high collar.
I
coming
love
up
that
his neck
collar
and
so
everything.
much. He looks so cool.
It was a really good look.
Yeah, I fuck with the collar too.
So
I'm
yeah,
not gonna lie. When they started putting in the movies, like the animated movies, I was like, I like that.
I guess
War
behind it. I
and
guess behind it.
Atlantis, yeah.
But his big head, his little face.
Yeah. That one's not as bad as Flashpoint Paradox. Who's speaking of which, you want to jump to that?
Sure.
You guys aren't caught up, but if everybody out there is on Flash, he goes back and he saves his mom. We won't go into all the great details, but
He saves Martha.
He
saves.
saves Martha.
Is her name Martha? No.
Martha Allen.
They're all their names are Martha.
Martha Kent.
Imagine if we just didn't notice this whole time. But no, I don't think it is. But yeah, he saves her. So what we were kind of tooling around in the idea, again, bringing up Watchmen and kind of in the same realm, then Jeffrey Dean Morgan, who got to play Thomas Wayne in Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. And he just did awesome. So if you know the Flashpoint Paradox, Bruce Wayne gets shot in Crime Alley. Thomas Wayne becomes a Batman, not the Batman as we know him.
He becomes a Batman, and Martha Wayne becomes a Joker, which is
That's dope.
that's a sick ass twist.
It's so good. I remember the first, because I didn't read the books, actually. The whole time I got into it was through that DVD. So you see Thomas just in the corner beating the shit out of the freaking guy, and over you see her holding Bruce and she's all
just going
crying and
crazy
stuff.
and-
She has her hand on his chest trying to stop the bleeding, to no avail. He's dead. And she goes, in freaking shock of finding him actually dead, puts her hand to her mouth. Then realizes that, holy shit, I just did that in blood. And when she pulls away, the kind of crease that your thumb to forefinger make is
Smile.
the fucking red smile. And I lost my mind.
Yeah, that was a heavy moment, man.
I think I was so naive. I was like, why don't they do a comic book like that? I want to see what happens to freaking Thomas Wayne. And lo and behold, no, that already happened. Very good. But now, so Barry in CW's The Flash, Grant Gustin Flash, not Ezra Miller. That I brought up the other ones. But do you think that they would be able to get away with having a Batman, like we're saying, it's not the Batman, a Batman on their show, and have it kind of be Thomas Wayne?
Well, what were you saying before about them, like that show not being able to touch, Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman? Because, I mean, for them to do the Flashpoint Paradox, like we were talking before, before we were recording, like the biggest thing about the Flashpoint Paradox is Wonder Woman. She's pretty much just driving the whole conflict along, her and Aquaman.
How great is that when she freaking cuts off Mira's head?
She was so fucking raw in that movie.
It's one of the best fight scenes you've never seen.
Yeah.
Because Mira just kind of walks up on her and Wonder Woman's sharpening her blade and they don't say anything. They just get in stance mode. Like, they know what the fuck happened that Wonder Woman done.
Diana doesn't play games.
She didn't.
Not in that movie.
No.
Cuts off Mira's head and takes her crown to wear. And later on, I think Aquaman says something to the fact, like, you parade around with her helmet on as a jab, as, say, fuck you, I killed you. She's like, no, I wear it as a warning.
Don't fucking cross me.
Like, that'll do. That would warn me.
Could they do that on TV?
No.
No, they couldn't do it.
They can't touch Wonder Woman.
You can't touch
I don't think they'd be able
probably.
to get Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
No. But he does do TV. I mean, he's done TV before. He's not just strictly a movie star.
Yeah, but he's already Thomas Wayne in...
That would cross the universes and fuck shit up. Alright, but what about anybody? Who would you have to cast then for a separate Thomas Wayne?
Who's going to become a Batman?
Yeah. If you had to. Let's sit on that. Also, if you want to get in on the conversation out there, let us know.
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey?
Give me Josh Brolin again. That guy was in the running.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take Josh Brolin.
Wow.
But he's a movie dude, and he
That's true too. All right, it's fan casting. I don't know. I really don't. I'll come back to that. I asked a question and I didn't prepare myself to answer it at all.
I'm just sitting here thinking of a bunch of characters a bunch of dudes who would have the look for it.
It's hard. It's a hard look. I mean, like we were saying with Jeffrey Dean Morgan just being a specimen of a human being, just big without trying to be. It just seems like that's his natural body type, is just big, just imposing.
Yeah, they said in Watchmen, man, he's built like a linebacker.
Yeah, and he is. That's the best way to put it.
I can't think of anybody at the moment.
Yeah, we'll get back to it again. If you think of something, you let us know. In the meantime, what do you guys think about 6 or 7 Power Ranger movies, depending on how well Saban does with this one?
If they give us like a slight transition into In Space or Lost Galaxy.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, like 2 movies for every...
Yeah, they get 2. They get 1
version,
and a 2. Maybe a 3-parter if they want to have like something really good. Like if they go to Zeo and do something, that could have a 3-parter. But I think that this could be their cash cow, because they've seen, I mean, how easy is it to do on TV? It's just, nope, new ones, new powers, new something. Just bang them right out.
Do Ivan Ooze again?
No, I don't. I mean, he was just kind of in X-Men Doomsday or Apocalypse before they switched him out for a bluer type.
They shouldn't have made him as blue.
I guess nobody's going to be happy. I don't understand. Let's really quick. We're going to have a separate episode for X-Men Apocalypse, but really quick because we brought it up. I have seen cosplayers do better Apocalypse than what was even in the final film that we just saw.
Yeah.
So
I've seen someone just Photoshop the same exact picture of like Oscar Isaac in costume, just made him a little bit bigger, changed some of the coloring, and kept the white eyes at all times, and it looked like so much better.
So yeah, he went from Ivan Ooze to...
He was just a normal
just
guy
not all the way
in a
there.
big costume. He was like the same height as everyone else.
Yeah.
He didn't seem menacing.
No, and then... Oh, no, we'll save it for the next one. Sorry, come back for that. But 6 Power Ranger movies, I'm down for. Because so far, everything that I've seen, a lot of people are hating on the picture that we posted with the new suits. Because they're like, it looks like Iron Man. Well, the original suits kind of did. I mean, it had a Sender emblem. That's...
Yeah.
A lot of guys
do
do
just run
that.
around in spandex again.
No, it has to be armor.
Yeah.
Because even if, like, you remember the old one, if a sword hit that spandex, it still blew up, like, as if it was...
sparks.
Sparks, yeah.
The sparks, and they did a corkscrew flip around.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Power Rangers.
Me too. At Barnes & Noble, I don't know why they're... Sing-ya! Sing-ya! Yeah, that's what, if I was fighting, that was the noise. And then I'd also, when you moved your hand, the... Yeah, I would do that too.
I think that's the one-liners from the movie.
See you next fall. Bye-bye.
Yeah, that was pretty much the better version of Pacific Rim.
Fuck you. I am so tired. This is going to be next Geeking Around for sure. Me and John, at least. I'm not sure where you stand, Deuce, but we're going to talk some Iron Man 3 and some Pacific Rim and find out why John doesn't like them. It bothers me so much that you don't like Pacific Rim. It really does.
It bothers me too, man.
I wanted a good movie, and I got that.
Oh, man. That's...
I was excited, man. I fuck with big robots, man.
And monsters. What more do you want?
Yeah, and I fuck with Guillermo, but I don't know.
What was it missing?
I don't know, man. Some of the actors.
I mean, like, I felt like
bothered me,
everything,
the way-
like a lot of stuff outside of the action scenes and stuff. The acting was a little bit cheesy, but I mean, you had Idris Elba in there just delivering every line that is given to him ever in life.
I don't like the main character.
Charlie Hunnam?
Yeah.
Oh, I love him.
He had like the worst bitch face throughout that whole movie.
Resting
I was
bitches.
like,
I love my dad actually made the joke.
like I have to watch it again. At first, I really did not like the doctor that Charlie Day plays.
Yeah.
But then I started watching It's Always Sunny, and I kind of got a feel for the
He's
character.
the same guy, man.
So I feel like if I watch it again, I'll appreciate him more a little bit. But he was the first time I watched it. He was one of the selling points of me not liking the movie. I was like,
Really?
this guy's fucking annoying.
The thing that annoys me and that I can't get over today is something my dad actually said. That the main female lead, her name is Mako. And that every time he says it, he puts an American accent on it, and it sounds like a Boston guy playing Marco Polo.
Mako.
Mako! So every time we watch the movie, if we're watching it and he goes Mako, my dad goes, Polo. So I can't watch that movie with my father anymore.
I thought he was going to go with Mako. Like, I thought he was
Yeah.
going to go with Mako, like the paint job,
No.
please.
No, if you watch it, it's, hey, Mako. And he says it every time, just so...
Your dad is such a troll.
He is.
He fucks with you so hard.
I know. Oh, I'm so happy somebody else sees it.
Way to ruin a movie. Shit. I'd be like, shut up!
Yeah.
Come on!
It was so good.
Giant robots!
It's so... I love it. Gypsy Danger, beginning to end. Can't wait. But, so that we'll have to come back around to, because John Boy, I just can't... I can't believe. I remember that day at the pharmacy, fucking, you told me that, and I was just like, wait, no, maybe I misheard you. You said you liked Pacific Rim. No.
No, I don't.
You don't not like it? Like, what do you mean? There are points, like any movie, where I'm just like, okay, but all in all. But no, I don't think that this will be the good Pacific Rim. I think that they're going to make some good Power Rangers movies.
Cool.
What did you think about Elizabeth Banks? She's looking pretty good so far.
Yeah.
And then that whole thing, maybe she's the Green Ranger this whole time, and that's how she's going to give Tommy Oliver, like, an essence of herself or her battle gear or something like that.
The whole thing, I can't make any sort of judgments on anything yet until I see at least one trailer.
That's a good point.
Because, okay, all the images and all the pictures look good, but once you got to see how, you got to see the tone, the mood, all that, the look, and just how they're acting and throwing all that together and seeing how that looks. Otherwise, it's just all they're doing is showing me pictures.
The one thing I was going to say too, Barnes and Noble has had a Power Morpher, and it comes with all 5 coins, and it's $50.
Yeah, dude. Power Rangers merch is expensive. I have a friend who like collects them. If you want to get any of the weapons or the swords, even they started re-releasing them in the past few years, like at cons and stuff. Really good quality. They're just the fanboys love it.
I love it. I want it, and like, I'm so close, and I was so close, but you know, we just had other expenses come up, and I'm just trying to save money. I'm like, $50, and she goes, well, what are you even gonna do with it? I'm like, I will wear it on the back of my belt every day while I'm alive. And she goes, no, you won't. I said, who are you talking to? And she thought about it. She's like, you would fucking wear that. And I have to say I would. And if anything got bad, just But the thing that sucks, so that's $50. There's a better one. It's over $100
Does it
though.
have like actual gold coins?
But you get 2 gold coins, the
green.
dragon and the fucking white tiger, and that's the one I need. So already I'm going, I can't spend $50
I can't spend $50
because I need to save my money for $100. Yeah. That's pretty much my logic. And I'm like, God,
You can buy the dragon dagger
that I've
with
looked at.
like
That's $100 some
golden plated
dollars.
stuff.
Yep.
It's expensive. Comic-Con.
I've looked that one up too, because I would love that. I remember the first time, and this is a swear to God memory, I thought of stealing. Was somebody brought in one of those toys, and I was just like, I wonder if I took that from him, if he'd notice. And I don't obviously didn't take it. I don't think I've ever really stolen, but that was the first time I can in my head remember going, I want that, and I don't want him to have that. I'm gonna take that.
I don't want to pay for that.
Exactly. And then, like, of course, just no, Nick, don't do that. But fuck, it did the whole dun 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 ba da ba do 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 do. Oh, I don't know if they're gonna go right into green, but like we were saying, if you get 1 or 2 out of each franchise, meaning like Mighty Morphin Zeo, the Green Ranger saga is a movie in itself. Did you see that other one where it's like back in the day where the Green Ranger taught you how to speak to bitches? And like, it's the clip like right when he really goes bad, and Kimberly's like, "Hey Tommy, I thought we were gonna like hang out today," and he's like, "It's busy." She goes, "Oh, okay, well you could have told us because like we were worried." And he's like, "Hey, check the 411, Kim. Like, I ain't your son or you ain't my mom. Like, the whole world doesn't revolve around you." And, oh my God, well, excuse me for living. And slams her locker and she walks away and his eyes glow green. It's just like,
Life in Angel Grove.
yeah. Where 30-year-olds are still in high school and they're upset that they didn't call when they canceled plans. Oh, and we better get Bulk and Skull, and if we don't get the bump bump ba-dum, bump bump boom ba-dum, bump bump, I will be pissed about that too. I mean, they have their work cut out for them
Yeah.
because I'm excited. Power Rangers to me, I mean, I have a Power Ranger tattoo. Power Rangers to me was something else. We keep talking about, and I keep specifically coming back to characters that I latched onto as a kid.
I'm
Power
excited
Rangers
for the
have to be one of them.
putties.
Putty Patrol, yeah.
Those are like my favorite like villains. You know how they had like the regular guys that they would always fight throughout every
Yeah.
season. Putties have always been my favorite because they, I don't know, as the years went on, the costumes got more and more ridiculous, and it looks like they just couldn't fight in their costumes. But the putties were just in spandex, just like the Power Rangers. So,
Well, remember when Zed came along, they got the Z on their chest too, and that's where you had to hit. Like pre-putties, if you punched them in the
Oh, yeah.
face, they'd go down and break apart. But Zed putties could get back up, but if you tapped them in the chest, they're like, "Ooh," and they'd break up.
so you test your accuracy.
Yeah.
Now, like, okay, listening to you make all those sounds and like the whole Poke and Skull things. Like, okay, they put that in the movie.
How?
How could they put that in a movie
know.
and still have the like? Is the movie
funniness?
is the movie going to be
Seriousness.
serious, or is it
Yeah.
going to be just a big campy mess?
Yeah, because that Bulk and Skull song, I mean, ringtone. That's how they do it.
Yeah, that could do it
Bulk
that
and
way.
Skull in it, somebody rings their phone and dun, 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 dun.
That's cool.
That's how they should do it.
Like they did that
Yo,
in
pay me my
Advent
motherfucking
Children.
money.
Yeah.
Advent
Yeah.
In which one?
And Advent Children, like after Cloud, like beats. I think he was in the forest or some shit like that.
Advent Children?
Yeah, he beat-
It's oh yeah, it happens there, but it also happens when Tifa fights him.
Yeah,
First.
yeah, it happens when Tifa fights, and then it was like at the end of the fight, and it's like do 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 do, and it's like what's going on here? They
That's like a
pulls out
sound
a
from
phone.
the video game.
Nice.
No,
when they made
it's
the
victory
movie.
fanfare.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
That's one. Yep, that's what I'm gonna call right now. Oh yeah, John, just something to bring you in on. I know you listen, but every time we do a good movie rewrite, a Harry Potter owl comes and brings us $10. So if we ever say something clever and we're like, "Where's our fucking $10?"
That's what that means.
That's for all new listeners too, yeah. Because that fucking ringtone, that's a $10 idea right there. Like somebody should be listening, going, "Fuck, that is good."
You guys take that idea and give us money.
So I'm very excited, as you can hear in my voice, and I did kind of pep up for that.
Yeah, you did.
They do really have big shoes to fill, but I think they can, and I think they can do it easily. So, woo! The only other thing that I get as excited for is probably Disney, and now Netflix is going to have Disney, and Netflix or Disney owns Star Wars and Marvel. So just imagine
It's a matter of time.
Disney, Pixar, Marvel,
I think that's as
and
of September we're gonna
Star
start. They're gonna
Wars.
start putting this stuff up.
All of that.
I'm not sure exactly what they're gonna put up, but as of September they're gonna start.
That's the best news I've ever heard. You know, I love Netflix already. And now
Yeah.
it's just one less reason to need cable.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking
fuck
about that.
cable
Yeah.
and satellite.
Nah,
I don't think we're gonna do that.
I don't have cable at all. I just use Netflix and Hulu. They have HBO Go now or whatever the fuck that is.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, as long as I can get my Flash, my Game of Thrones, and my Wicked Tuna, that show, I want to go giant bluefin tuna fishing. I want to reel in an 800-pound
Dude,
fish.
all I think was Jim Halpert from The Office.
So, Game of Thrones, let's get into that really quick. A little behind by the time you hear this. There will probably even be another episode out. But the last episode
There
is
will
to hold
be
the
another
door.
episode out. Yeah, hold the door.
Guys, that fucked me up. And I'm sad I didn't see it coming sooner. Because, I mean, did you guys ever really think that Hodor was going to die?
I thought it was possible,
Really?
but not in like one swipe they take out everyone that's with Bran. I didn't think like they were gonna kill Bran's dog, kill Bran's friend, kill Bran's teacher. You know, I didn't think they were gonna do that all in one shot. That's what caught me off guard.
Can I just say, can they just stop killing the wolves?
Yeah, what have we got left?
I'm
All
getting
we
sick.
have
I'm getting
is-
sick and tired of them like bringing like they killed off Grey Wind. They killed off Lady. You see, they bring in Shaggy Dog's head. I'm like, come on, stop killing these dogs, please.
Summer went fucking brave. She
Yeah.
just dove into fucking White Walkers.
She just did dive, dodged.
Dodged. I just watched that movie again. It's still so good. I got some
It was on
hookers
TV
back in my
the other day,
room.
like yesterday. Or
You want
something.
to celebrate? No, thanks. All right, suit yourself, queer.
But yeah, as I was watching that scene, you see Summer just step up, and you can see the wheels turning. I'm just seeing like, bounce, get out of there,
Yeah.
go. And she's like, nah, son, I gotta get in there. I gotta
This is
fuck
Bran, yeah, I need
gotta
to
fuck
save
up these
him.
whites.
So sad. So incredibly
Bobby,
sad.
what do you have
So
against
she's-
the whites?
They're always trying to hold down these blacks.
I never noticed that before. It is. It is just whites against blacks in that show. White Walkers and the Men of the Black. Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
So let's really quick. My interpretation, and let's see if I'm right, and then we can, or not if I'm right, if you agree. So in my head, the way everything went down is that because Bran can slip into Hodor's skin, in my head, the way I rationalized it as almost Bluetooth, if you will. So because Bran was already in a separate dream, but that close to Hodor, I think he accidentally Bluetoothed Hodor in. So I think Hodor was also, as he was holding the door, was remembering the day of his seizure and putting everything together and knowing, as I'm dying holding this door, this is what I've been preparing for my entire life.
Shit, when you put it like that,
Yeah, that
I've been screaming my own death chant so I can never forget why I'm really here, and that's to save Brandon Stark. It's the most, when I put it like that, and I hope that's how they meant it, it is the most noble thing we have seen anybody do on that show ever.
poor
Yeah, either that or like I was just figuring out because I took it from Bran's side. I was
Okay.
sort of understanding what Bran can do with his power, where he sort of, it's like he doesn't look into the past. He actually goes there, and if they're not fully attuned to it, like the harder he reaches, the more and more he's there. Because you can see in the scene where he sees his father.
Yeah.
He starts calling for his father. His father turns and looks, and he doesn't see anything.
stops him.
Yeah, it stops him. And then you see, when you go to the Hodor scene and stuff, like Hodor sits there and he fucking notices Bran. That's Bran's trying so hard to do this, and he's still staying in there. So Bran's power is sort of like this jumps through time, like sort of compressing time in a way. And I think he
Change the past.
maybe that like
If you
it's,
can change the past, yeah. I mean, everything's up in the air. Everything.
or maybe it's just like he was actually doing that at that time. Like Eddard actually did look back when it first happened.
Correct. Because, yeah, the three-eyed crow, I mean, Brandon said, he heard me, and the guy went, no, he didn't. You want to believe that he heard you, but no, he did not hear you. Nobody can hear you. We're in the past. Because the big difference in the book is that in the show it makes them seem as if they're standing there and can move in that world. But correct me if I'm wrong, in the book it's just they're looking out of the God's tree eyes.
Yeah.
So, like, if something's happening behind the tree, it's not like they could turn around and look behind them, right? Is that how you understood it as well? Or is it more like what they're doing in the show?
Well, I mean, what it seems like I think it's like the whole tree thing, but maybe it's sort of like what they're doing in the shows. Like they can only see something that's happening
By a
near
tree.
near a
Okay.
god tree.
Okay.
But they are also it's to go back to Bran's power. Like he's supposed to be like one of the only ones who can actually like warg into a humanoid sort of like being creature. So that's probably what actually why. Like the guy, the three-eyed crow was like, no, you can't. They can't see or hear you. But also, Bran is the one who jumps into a fucking person. So
Which
yes,
the
maybe
three-eyed crow can't do.
yeah. So maybe if Bran pushes hard enough, he can do that.
That's exactly what I was thinking too. That we don't really know the expanse of Bran's power yet.
One of my friends called him Time Wizard. You watch Yu-Gi-Oh? No.
Well, I did, but just
not enough to know the whole time was.
yeah. What's the reference?
It's just like a Yu-Gi-Oh card named Time Wizard, and like one of the famous things it's known for, he goes time roulette go, and he ages a dragon, like a baby dragon, into like a really old, like badass dragon.
I kind of haven't thought of that now. Like, yeah, he plays a baby dragon. He's like, "Oh, you're stupid. You played that baby dragon."
He's just like, time roulette go, and then the dragon.
And the kid's like, "You can't do that." He's like,
Yeah.
"But I did." Yu-Gi-Oh!
he's gonna make Daenerys' dragon's bearded.
bearded dragons.
Speaking of which, we have Harry Potter 4 on right now. It's part of Harry Potter weekend. If you guys aren't aware of this, I mean, it pretty much seems like it happens once a month, especially during winter months, because somehow Freeform, previously ABC Family, thinks that Christmas and Harry Potter go together. Just because they celebrate Christmas in I don't know. But Harry Potter weekend, lots of fun. And this just breaks into their Harry Potter Tuesday. So what's really funny is this whole weekend they're taking the whole Memorial Day, and then on Tuesday it'll still be on to fill their Harry Potter Tuesday slot. Like, if you guys need to jump into some Harry Potter, Freeform is the easiest, cheapest way to do it right now. But he's about to face the dragon is where we were all going with that.
Dragons.
What is it? Dragons?
If you were in How to Train Your Dragon, which kind of dragon would you go after?
Alduin.
Alduin.
He gets it.
Do you have you seen him?
I have not.
No, then he hasn't seen him.
Seen what?
How to
You
Train
haven't
Your
seen
Dragon.
Oh, that's a good one to jump on. I mean, I won't impress that down your throat as hard as I will Back to the Future.
I will though. I will.
They're
press
good,
It. I will,
but
I will
yeah.
press it down your throat.
No, you need to see Back to the Future first. So good.
So what would you go for?
I would go, if I couldn't do a Night Fury, of course, because I love that they can retract their teeth, and the teeth, it's so cute. But I'd go for one of the ones that could swim, too. Like one of the ones that you see in number 2 when they're coming in and out. I'm like, it's pretty fucking dope. Like the one that spits boiling hot water.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
I liked his mother's dragon.
Yeah.
That thing was pretty fucking cool.
And they're also cat-like in that movie, too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the way that Toothless and that one react with one another is so cute. Like, he's just trying to... It's like his buddy. And, like,
Yeah.
her dragon's, like, older and more sophisticated. And he tries to hide under her wing and shit.
run around just playing and skipping around her, and she's just like, I'm old. I'm too old for this mess.
It's like watching my dogs in the same weird way. But yeah, training a dragon, I would take a dragon. I think I would really... Like, look at that one. I want a dragon. Dragging these nuts across your forehead.
Okay,
I don't know, man.
Sorry.
After
What?
seeing Tyrion walk up to those dragons, I don't know if I'd want a dragon.
Yeah, there are cons, but there are a lot of pros too. So
That we could talk about, too, about Khaleesi burning all the other Dothraki men. That was fucking dope. And again, getting
Yeah.
to see her all naked. Like, I just read, too, that she watched that with her family. I never thought of that.
There's
Like, that's so
cousin's
weird.
boobs.
Yeah, I never thought of it in that terms, but like then I literally imagined just that. You know, like what if she was my sister? Ew.
Cooties.
Yeah.
you just gotta have to be adults about it.
I was cool with that whole thing. I'm just like hoping she doesn't stay there.
Yeah.
You know, do something, please.
Please. Because since the first one, she's like, I'm gonna get my army and take my throne.
Well, at least now she's gonna be aware because you know the Greyjoys are on their way, so she's gonna know of some shit that's going.
Well, the
down.
Greyjoys are gonna be there, but he also told them to build him 1,000 ships on an island where you didn't see one fucking tree.
Yeah,
So that might take them a little bit to build them boats. But that was great with what's their names? Theon and his sister. What's his sister's name?
Asha.
When they were all like, "Hey, I'm gonna be the king," or she's all like, "I'm gonna be the queen," and they're like, "No," and he steps up. They're just like, "All right."
She's gonna be the king.
Yeah, and then like the uncle comes up and he's like, "All right, he's gonna be the king." They're like, "Yes, you are." And as he's
I did
fucking
not
drowning,
like
they're like,
that.
"Let's dip with these ships."
Yeah, like the whole thing what he was doing, there was like, yeah, fuck this, we're going.
Yeah,
They just took all of our ships. Well, we're going to build some more.
that was great though. That was straight out the book of the drowning. That
Yeah.
was straight out of the book.
Yeah.
Oh
I like,
yeah,
I like how like his first act as king was lose all their ships.
yeah.
Already you're fucking us over.
All right, if she had so many followers to take all those ships, why'd they still decide on him?
Because he's a dude.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, and I'm sure that was just out in the open. There was probably more discussions within that day because she's Ironborn.
Yeah,
she's
she is
the best.
Ironborn.
And the other thing that bothered me, and I'm not sure I'd do anything different, but like you don't have to keep bringing up that Theon doesn't have a dick. Like that's gotta suck, losing your dick and then having some guy come out and be like, "Where's your dick?
The uncle's an
You ain't got no
asshole,
dick. Where's your cock? Oh, they cut your shit off." Like it's like we get it.
It's wasn't even his fault. It's
Yeah.
not like he just decided to get rid of his dick. It's just
Yeah.
they took it. I'm sorry, they took my dick.
Yeah, like this is the guy who was juggling swords, dropped one and cut off his dick. Haha, make fun of him for that, but the guy who's
He's Cheddar Bob.
hung,
He's
yeah.
the Cheddar Bob
Yeah,
of
Cheddar-
Game of Thrones. Looking like Theon when he cut himself.
And fucking Falcon comes in. He's just like Papa Docking it again.
Dude, I was just watching 8 Mile the other day. I just
Yeah.
could not take seeing Anthony Mackie there. What a guy.
I like how whenever you see him in a Marvel movie, you always go back to the 8 Mile. But now when you see him in 8 Mile, it's like,
I was like, that's Falcon.
I saw one and it was something
Because
really
now
good. Like,
I'm sold on him being Falcon. Now.
Yeah.
Like he's Falcon. He's not Papa Doc anymore. Especially after Civil War.
yeah.
He's just. Awesome.
I saw one and it's like this guy's a gangster. He ain't even an Avenger or something like that at the end of Civil War or something like that. It was good. Really, really liking it. But while we're in that universe, we heard some news. Hulk and Thor. So Hulk is like officially in Ragnarok.
Yeah. He's gonna be chilling. Mark Ruffalo said that. He's gonna be chilling with Chris Hemsworth out in wherever the fuck they are. I don't know how they're gonna get Hulk into space or.
Well, maybe
Asgard.
that's what he did at the end of Ultron, is where he flew that plane is somehow...
well, if you look at it this way, like in Captain America, they're like, where the fuck is Hulk and Thor? I mean, I'm pretty sure you would hear about Hulk's exploits every time Mark Ruffalo gets pissed off.
If Hulk was still on the planet Earth, we would know.
Yeah.
So you think maybe the timelines are congealing, like
So he's already off of Earth at this point.
Yeah.
maybe.
Maybe he's doing his World War Hulk thing somewhere else.
I really hope not. I don't like that at all. I really don't want to see a World War Hulk. Or a Planet Hulk or whatever it's called. You know,
I think Planet Hulk. World War Hulk was when they were fighting him or some shit like that. He comes back, I think, from Planet Hulk with the army or some shit like that. I don't remember it altogether, but
Sounds good. I'd watch that.
hey, but Hulk talks, so I don't think I would watch it.
I don't know, because if they're gonna do this whole thing with just Mark Ruffalo with the dots on his face and all motion capture, like they put that other guy in all the time, Andy
Circuit.
Yeah, that guy's like the best at it, apparently. I don't know if I'm down for that. I really don't know if I want to watch something like that. But then, you know, I shut my mouth and I have to say, God, it's fucking Marvel. They're not gonna fuck me over. But maybe they would. I don't know. They seem like nice boys.
No, I really can't say. Because it depends on is the storyline good in the comic books itself?
Yeah.
Because if they're just transferring that story over into a movie format, then if the source material is not good, then how can the movie be good?
Agreed.
Can't trust Marvel with everything, man. Look at Thor 1.
You say that, but again, why? What's your big contention with Thor 1?
It was boring. It was all on Earth. It was a
all on
love
Earth.
story. It was, you know, if people don't like Thor 2 either. I don't remember it too clearly. I only watched it like once or twice. But just them being on Asgard made it really cool.
I have the opposite problem, because on Asgard, Gimli is just like, Hulk is only a little bit stronger. Or not Hulk. The Thor is only like, he's the strongest Asgardian, but even the weakest Asgardian is 1,000,000,000 times stronger than the strongest Earthling.
True.
So they put him on Earth and made him an Earthling. But when he's on Earth and he's mighty, then that's when I think Thor, at least for me in the comics, that's when it works. But when he's on Asgard, it's prettier to look at, and there's different stuff, but just the thought of...
Like he's
really not that mighty. He's
no different from all of his other people
Yeah.
that roll around with him.
So that's always been my contention. But yeah, for the first one, it did get a little boring because he was hanging out. But I don't think it's bad.
True. Yeah.
That's where I'll leave. I don't think it's bad.
I think that it might
It's
be
just not their best. They have too much good going on to really put that next to it.
in that one. I feel like it's might go along with a lot of the other like superhero movies or movies that have like characters that have two different forms in it. To where like one of the things that you were saying in Iron Man 3 is that he, for like the longest portion of the movie, he wasn't Iron Man.
He's not in that suit.
So yeah, for like a good portion of the first Thor movie, he's not Thor.
That's how I like.
And they start the movie off with you seeing him be Thor and do some awesome stuff, and then they're like, no more Thor for you.
That's why I like Deadpool so much. The way they told that story of the weaving in and out of present and past, and I thought that was really good. It gave Ryan Reynolds time to be Ryan Reynolds.
I thought it was funny.
Pretty.
Yeah, I thought it was funny how in Deadpool, not too much actually happens in the movie. It's just that one accident, and then he goes to fight what's his face somewhere else.
In all of it, yeah, like the actual timeline of the movie, it's only like 6 hours. The rest is all really in the past. It's exactly him jumping in and doing the highway scene. They disappear. He grabs them. They go.
That movie was short and sweet.
So good.
Yeah. Which is how I prefer a lot of things that way these days. Like even when it comes to shows that I watch, like anime, cartoons, I like short and sweet, to the point, no bullshit, great story. I think Deadpool, so far this year, has been probably my favorite comic book movie we've gotten.
I would agree. And not only that, it's probably next to Guardians.
Yeah, I put
One of
those
the
two
most
in like the same realm.
Rewatchable movies.
Yeah. Good soundtrack, it's fun, it's...
Speaking of which, I sang it earlier, but I love my calendar girl has been going through my head for weeks now. When did that movie come out? The 12th? Today's like the 20-something, yeah, so for days now. January, set my heart on fire. Love it. I love it. It's such an old song, but it's so good. And I can't get it out of my head. Yeah, yeah, my heart's in a whirl.
Alright, so
Sorry.
going Thor and
Hulk,
Hulk
yeah,
and Thor.
it's just, that's more coming up. But that's too far out. So I think the list that I have now that, if you don't mind taking a second, is next is Turtles.
Mm-hmm.
Hey look, it's Astrid Beard's face. There.
Thorman Giant's Bane.
Thorman Giantsbane is in a Days In commercials. Turtles is next.
What's a Thorman Giant's Bane?
Then we get Joker, or The Killing Joke.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck yeah, can't wait.
Yes.
Suicide Squad, Doctor
yeah.
Strange, Lego Batman movie. All these are off now, so I don't know the actual. Well, it's only off by a day. So 8 days for Turtles, 68 days for Killing Joke, 71 days for Suicide Squad, 162 days for Doctor Strange, 260 days for Lego Batman. You guys are I'm not going to do that theaters, I don't think. What do you think?
But Will Arnett.
It's true.
I don't know.
might.
I haven't seen the Lego movie, but I heard it was pretty good.
It's good,
So I don't know.
but going back and like, if I were to be like, I need a time machine to tell myself to go watch it in theaters, like, no,
No? Okay.
nah.
I don't need a time machine to do that ever.
Yeah. Oh, well, I don't know.
Because he didn't watch it in theaters the first time.
Yeah, what if I loved it? 281 days for Wolverine, Old Man Logan. Do we have a working title or a fixed title for that third? No?
I don't know yet.
Probably Old Man Logan. And then 344 days, guys. We're working on just a little under a year for Guardians 2.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yes. And more so, what I'm more excited for is Guardians 2 Volume Awesome Soundtrack 2. Because, like John Boy just said, that has to be one of the best soundtracks ever.
I'll give it to it. It's got some great tunes.
So yeah, coming up, Turtles, I'm excited for. Bebop Rocksteady,
I will watch it.
I will. I think I'll do the movies
Yeah.
again, guys. 'Cause
I
had fun
surprisingly,
today.
watching the first one, didn't hate it.
It's good.
Yeah,
I enjoy
yeah.
it.
Like, the Turtles were so on point for me. And people don't like their designs. I personally dug it all the way.
Yeah,
They looked cool.
I
got
thought they
behind
looked really good.
I thought Shredder was a bit too much. Like, way too many sharp parts.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just the
But they're
Michael
also
Bay
7
way of
foot
doing things. Yeah,
Tall turtles.
Yeah.
like he has to be
300
strong enough
pound
to take him
turtles.
out.
They have to. Just a guy with 2 extra little
But he's
3-inch
he
blades.
could be that good.
Yeah, that's true too. They could have. If he was that good, they could have really figured something out. How excited are you for Killing Joke?
I'm
Mark
pretty
Hamill
excited. Yeah.
and
Kevin Conroy.
Kevin Conroy. Why did I Bruce Tim probably?
Bruce Tim.
Kevin Conroy reprising their roles.
Bruce Wayne, Bruce Tim.
Yeah. Coincidence? I think not.
Bruce Tim Drake.
Suicide
Wayne.
Squad. We saw the trailer for that again today, and that's the Ballroom Blitz trailer. And
It was awesome.
I don't think that's another one. When they announced that, I was like, guys, come on, like, make me something better. Like, give me my own solo Batman, or try again for Green Lantern. And when that was first announced back in the day before Batman v Superman, all that, I didn't know this was a movie I wanted so bad. And after that third trailer, the Ballroom Blitz trailer, I am close to wetting my pants in excitement. And the man in the back said, "Everyone attack!" And you just see freaking Will Smith with the wrist guns and the freaking gun pellets, not pellets, what are they called? Shells.
The shells,
Are
cartridges.
falling with
And he's
the
got the mask
drum, and the
on.
mask is on. And then he's there with El Diablo. He's like, "Oh, you want to start something? You want to start something?" And
I really like
I was just trying to
Harley
get you
Quinn
there,
behind
man.
the bar, serving drinks for everyone.
yeah.
That was cool.
What are you having, sweetheart? Water. That's a good idea. And then her with that fucking crazy ass grin and the licking of the teeth. They gave Harley Quinn a giant mallet. Like, what more do you want? What more? Anybody who complains, they gave you Harley Quinn with a giant mallet.
I'm still jury's still out on it.
Really, you don't want any.
The thing is, this is going back to like our huge discussion about like Ant-Man getting bigger and throwing the punch versus Ant-Man staying small and jumping in the suit. It's like, okay, well, all that shit sounds great. Hearing Broken Skull's theme song playing, hey, cool, yeah, it'll be nostalgic, but also at the same time, it has to work for me.
It has to be practical.
It has to work for me. If it isn't working for me, then
maybe they should have just gave her like a sledgehammer.
And I'm like, look at how excited, how
also, if you look at it, it's not like really,
size.
really huge. You know, it looks like she can actually swing it.
It looks like there's an actual reason for that hammer other than for her destruction. Like, maybe it pounds in railroad ties or does something.
Maybe it's one of those ones that they use for ding, like at carnivals and stuff.
Ah.
That'd be cool. But yeah, I mean, like, look how excited everybody was getting for Batman Superman, and when it came out, it was like,
Fuck that, I was excited. I can't wait for that movie to come out on DVD. Because I want to dissect it, and I want to see what that R rating whole thing is about.
Because the things that I did enjoy about the movie, I really, really enjoyed about the movie. And the things that I didn't like about it
Are forgettable.
weren't, like, to make or break, you know? It didn't just, like, make the movie suck. It's just, I didn't like it as much.
I mean, if there's some things that were just obvious that they could have done to make it better, I feel like it should have been there to be made better. Because I don't, if it's so obvious that it's like, okay, well, why are they going with this instead of that? Like, there's another origin story for Batman. He doesn't need one. It's not a Batman movie.
That's true. You think it was just Zack Snyder trying to make everything look
This
Zack
is my turn.
Snyder-ish?
Yeah.
My turn to do it, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
That's possible.
I mean, it did look cool, but it was unnecessary.
Word.
And there's
Give me some. Oh yeah, we just fist bumped.
they're just some things. They're just some things that they kind of just like rub me the wrong way. Like the whole time I'm
I
like,
rub
over
you
here,
the
like,
right way.
yeah. The whole time
So
I'm
will
like
Nick.
looking at Lex Luthor in a movie and being like, can I get behind this guy? Or,
I couldn't. You're right. But
So,
again,
like-
I'm going to have to save it. Because today, and I'm going to not really spoil, but again, we did see X-Men today. Got up to go to the bathroom twice. I'm just not a person meant to hold liquid, so I still can't say that I've seen Batman to Superman start to finish.
Okay.
So I really don't think, because even today, when we get into the review next episode, I just need more time. I need to watch it 1,000 times. Like Deadpool, I know I love. I thought I loved it when I walked out of the theaters. It's confirmed. I watched that movie like 3 times in a row. Star Wars, same thing. When I fucking saw it 3 times in that weekend, I raved about it. Got it on DVD. Found some other stuff that I didn't notice. Still solid. I need the DVD. I need to see the full thing to really say. Because right now I liked it, but maybe I can begin to love it. Who knows?
Okay.
So that's really I think that's July 19th. July, that sounds right. So that's far. That sucks. We're not even out of, what month is it? It's May. We've got all of June to go through.
Yeah, but pretty much I'm not gonna get my hopes up for another DC movie until I see one that's just, aside from Man of Steel, that is outright awesome.
I think I honestly believe that is what you will get with Suicide Squad. I really think this movie is gonna be their first good leg up.
The scenes that I saw with the Joker in it are pretty solid looking
I
scenes.
love
But
all the looks that they go for. Somebody put a comparison of like all the different looks within the one movie. How he goes to, like the fancy kind of business suit Joker, then he's the gangster mobster Joker, then he's like the lunatic Joker, and he just is pulling it off so fucking sick. I love it.
I'm excited. I think it's really funny, and I've seen like a billion jokes because there is that one scene that seems to be in the scene where he's first taking Dr. Harlan Quinzel, and he's got his hands behind his head, and he's kind of going like he's giving a sigh or a breath of relief. And so the internet has taken that and makes it look like a bunch of people are going down on him and sucking his dick. So I've seen a lot of them, Ben Affleck happy, bopping around and goes down, and that's when his hands go behind. And of course the obvious joke of Margaret Robbie going down. And that scene in the trailer where she's getting dressed and everybody stops. Today I noticed too, there's females who even stop because Margaret Robbie is just drop dead gorgeous and just looks really good for this movie.
She's dead sexy.
I think, yeah. You know, I'm fucking commend you on holding your ground and saying, nope, I'm not going to get excited yet. Because I just can't seem to not get excited. I mean, just like I was saying to you, too.
That, man. Every time I watch trailers, I'm like, yeah.
Just fucking Wayne's World alone, Bohemian Rhapsody and Ballroom Blitz.
Yeah.
So just the coincidence that these two trailers have those songs, I think it's also riding on my love for Wayne's World just subconsciously because I'm like,
Okay,
Ballroom Blitz.
my favorite trailer that I've ever seen for any movie that it hasn't been beaten for me yet is the Watchmen trailer with the Smashing Pumpkins music playing over it. I thought that was just fucking brilliant. That song did not show up at all in the movie.
That's
So-
balls.
So what I'm saying is, okay, sure, the Ballroom Blitz and the Bohemian Rhapsody, they fucking sell a fantastic trailer. You see those scenes in the movies. You see those scenes in the movie in their context. I'm pretty sure there's not going to be any Ballroom Blitz
They
or Bohemian
better.
Rhapsody playing over those scenes.
No, they can't do it with the Bohemian Rhapsody. They just can't because, you know, especially in the place of time that they have
You know what
it.
that reminded me of?
But
It just
they
reminded
can
me-
do.
It reminded me of like Kick-Ass, like the Hit Girl scene.
Yeah.
That's what those trailers
That's with
reminded me of.
the Dickies. Banana Splits is the name of that song. That's so la 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 la, and it's such an easy song too. It's 1 banana, 2 banana, 3 banana floor. 1 banana.
I can see a tone like that,
but
you
it's
know,
so
kind
good.
of dark but kind of funny.
Yeah, I think the Ballroom Blitz you could fit in, and if they don't, they're doing a disservice. I think that you're right that the Queen is good for thematicness, but can't really fit into a scene. You cannot. I mean, they edited the sound so well. Oh, see now, not that you brought me down, but if that song's not in this movie, I'm gonna be pissed now.
There's nothing saying that the song is or isn't going to be in a movie.
No.
I'm just saying, like, okay, they're making they are making fantastic fucking trailers.
That guy better got a raise.
But I mean, they're trailers. They're not the movie.
Because we've seen what a bad trailer can do. That first Ghostbuster trailer came out, and everybody lost their fucking minds about this was just cut together. Now the second one came out, still doesn't wow me, but fucking heads and leaps
Iron Man 3
ahead.
trailer made Iron Man 3 look good.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
I needed to wipe this smile off of Nick's face.
Ew, I like Iron Man 3.
A fantastic trailer to a bad movie.
It's possible.
That's what John's saying right there, and that's what I'm feeling like.
Are you not on the Iron Man 3 game either?
I like Iron Man 3.
Okay. Alright.
That's not saying much because, like I
You
said,
like everything.
like
yeah.
yes, I said in the first episode.
We do. We are kind of bad at that. That's what I'm going to really try to stay away from. Next episode, guys, come back. X-Men Apocalypse review kind of walkthrough we're going to do again.
They should put X gonna give it to you for that as well.
Review coming back, but I'm really going to try because I do feel like I like everything too much, so I'm going to try to be a little bit harder and see. Because I liked it, but I'm going to nitpick a little bit harder, I think.
Yeah, man. Why would you settle?
That's true.
You know, if you like something,
Especially with fucking X-Men, like, we have so many to choose from.
Yeah.
In terms of settling for a Iron Man movie, there are technically only 3, so but we've got like 10 X-Men. So if I don't like one, I could just easily turn on another one.
Exactly. You know.
I just want to see Matthew Vaughn come back. I really want him back. I think First Class was so good, and just let's see what else he could do. Why'd you give it back to Singer?
Yeah, I loved First Class. It was awesome. Even like that lineup, it was a little random for me. It was kind of Banshee, but it was fucking.
They
done
made it
well,
work.
and it was awesome. Yeah.
They made it work. Took names, dropped other, like, because Angel obviously is the biggest one, and that we just saw come back up is when we hear Angel, we don't think of a girl with insect wings as a stripper. We literally think somehow they made all that work.
Yeah.
So Matthew Vaughn, let's get him back in some X-Men. But no, Bryan Singer did Apocalypse. That's what we're going to talk about next episode.
All right.
I'm Nick James, everyone.
Bobby Deuce.
I'm just John.
Take care.